Hi everyone, this is the Real Deal Sex Ed, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about the birth control method Nexplanon. Now, this birth control I'm familiar with because I used it when it was available for 3 years, and it was known as Implanon, but now they have extended the timing, so it works for 5 years, and is now called Nexplanon. So it's inserted into the upper inside of your arm. It's the size of a matchstick in size and shape, so it's pretty thin as well. It can be inserted, at your local OB-GYN, nurse practitioner, anyone who is equipped in that capacity and knows how to insert it can. It can be taken out at any time as well. If you don't like it, it's not working for you, it's causing you, issues, the symptoms are, too much for you, things like that. Or if you're just, looking to, start a family as well. And so some of the, I guess, risks they say that comes with it, they say bleeding, pus, redness, or pain in your arm, yellowing of your eyes and skin, heavier or longer than normal bleeding from your vagina, which is something that impacted me. So once my 3 years were up, I did change to. Did I change to a different birth control? No, I didn't. I haven't been on birth control since then, but that was some years ago. But that was something that happened for me. I had much heavier and longer, but I do know people that use Nexplanon as of recent, and they have the opposite effect. They have shorter, lighter periods, which is, a good thing for most people. Most people don't, you know, the cycle is just a big old thing for us females. So, any way we can cut that down or make it shorter, that'd be great. That didn't happen for me, but I know a lot of people that it has happened to. And they also say it cuts down on cramps as well. So those are what I would say to be some benefits if you're looking for a shorter cycle. Again, different symptoms for different people. That didn't happen for me, but I know people who have. Some negative side effects that they say that come with it are headaches, breast pain, nausea, weight gain, ovary cysts, pain or bruising where the implant is inserted, and infection where the implant is inserted. None of these things happened to me. So thankfully, I never got any of these side effects. Only the longer periods. That was the only thing that I had an issue with personally. I will say that it was very effective. It's 99% effective. So 1 out of every 100 females will get pregnant with this type of birth control. So that's pretty good. 99% is great. But it protects against pregnancy. So as far as protecting against STDs, it does not. So you will need to use another form of, birth control protection for that. Because, condoms are a type of birth control as well, as long as STD protection. So they have the male condom and the female condom. Those are two of the, more convenient things to use. So be aware of that as well. And I will say, as far as the insertion and the removal, for both, it's pretty quick. Like, basically just numb the area, and for the insertion, they just use, it comes in a little kit thing. So it just like kind of, cuts it open a little bit, just to slide it in. It's only going to be like a small little mark. I think my actual insertion mark, you couldn't even see it like once it healed up. Now the removal, they do have to like make a small cut, but when I say it's not, it's very, 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 very small. So even with that, they numb the area same way pretty much, and they cut a small area, just to grip the end of the implant, and then they just pull it on out. Pretty easy insertion and removal, and again, I will reiterate, and it can be taken out at any time. So if it's not working for you, you don't like it. But this was just one of the first birth controls that I wanted to touch on. And since it was familiar to me, it only seemed right for me to use this one as the first one. I guess as far as the cost, most times it's covered under insurance. I believe when I went to get it inserted, I actually went through I went through Planned Parenthood, so there was a small fee, but it wasn't. I don't honestly don't remember how much it was, but from the information that I did read up on, it can be anywhere from zero. It says to 1,300, but most insurance plans cover to a certain extent. And if you go to somewhere like Planned Parenthood or something like that, they can usually work out ways to help you as far as lowering the cost for you. So if that's an issue, you can always reach out to them, Planned Parenthood specifically, to see about their pricing and information like that. Or, if you have a regular OBGYN, you can talk to them about it. As I say, talk to them about it anyway, because they'll be the ones to help you pick the right birth control for you. You have different things you talk about with your doctor. They know about your history, certain things. You may have heart issues. You may have other issues, things they need to know what's going on so they can give you the right birth control. And if you try it and it's not something that's working for you, or you don't like it, you can always get it taken out and switch to something else. So I hope this is helpful, and I hope this gives you a little insight on Nexplanon and how it can be, helpful and effective for you. So my email is therealdealsexed@gmail.com. Any questions, comments, topics? Thank you.